Hello, everyone. You're watching the Friday Night Strike with your host, Night Strike. I've got emails out to people, so hopefully some people will jump in. But again, who knows what's going on tonight? I don't. I certainly don't. I'm a little late because of family, so sorry about that. Oh, I've been busy today. What about you guys? Who we have out there? Anybody? No, no one yet. Got Kisser Gary jumping in.
Yep, I'm here.
How's the chicken coop tonight?
Yeah, it's all right.
You don't need to do any spring cleaning, do you?
Clean what?
The chicken coop.
Oh, the house needs cleaning, but oh well. When doesn't it need cleaning?
I was hoping you were going to say, there's nothing but chicken scratch here. We got tacos and french fries out there. We've got gun loving Grandpa Stanley out there. We got guided comments. And we got, that's about it. Remember, guys, if you don't say anything out there on the chat, we don't know if you're there. Yeah. So Roland Tripp is saying Trump just pulled out of the UN arms treaty. Just now reading about it, not sure what it means. Well, it doesn't bother us because no matter what the UN's arms treaty does, it cannot affect the UN cannot affect a nation's sovereignty. Okay, so if a country says, "Hey, we have guns, we like guns in our country, we're going to keep it like that," the UN can't come along and say, "Oh, you have guns in your country? You let your people have guns? Well, we don't like that, so don't do that." The UN doesn't have the power to tell a country whether or not its citizens can own firearms. That's not the scope of the UN's abilities. Now, the UN can go and intervene in a war if they want to under peacekeeping capabilities, like was seen with the whole Bosnia conflict. That is within the scope of what the UN can do and can't do. So whether they come up with a small arms treaty saying this, this, and this, it means jack all to the sovereignty of the Constitution. So, but again, if we're not in the small arms treaty, who cares? Or the UN arms treaty or whatever it's called. I don't care. It's the UN. Last I heard, the United States started the UN, didn't it? Pretty sure it did. Isn't that right, Gary?
I don't really know. I always presumed as much, but I couldn't definitively say.
Pretty sure we're one of the founding members of the UN.
I wasn't alive when it happened, contrary to popular belief. So.
Oh, we know you're old, but you ain't that old.
No, not quite.
No, this is probably after World War II. So, when Bob was around, Bob remembers when the UN became a thing.
Well, and I had a sister born in 1947, so I'm pretty sure she'd have a good idea.
She might know. She might know. So, how are things going with you today? You doing a lot today?
I went to get my car serviced.
Uh-oh, what happened?
Well, let's see. A couple weeks ago, I started having rattles and squeaks, and
It is a small car.
I needed my oil changed anyway, so I made an appointment for this Friday. And then Wednesday, when I'm coming home, my exhaust system breaks loose, and now it sounds like a sports car. And so I got $225 worth of work done today, but they said the exhaust system is broke just a little bit downstream of the exhaust manifold, and it'd either be about a $500 fix or I could get it welded together for $50. But they didn't get me out of there in time to get to my weld appointments. Now I have to wait a week before I can get my car fixed. So,
What, JB Weld wasn't good enough?
I'm tempted. I have JB Weld in the house, but
I do too.
I have used it for things before.
And lo and behold, I've used it on things gun related too. Oh my!
You have?
Yes.
Wow.
Well, it's I was being a cheap ass, and instead of fixing the front sight on my 22 rifle by tapping it out and buying a new one for $20, I just used JB Weld to get the leaf back onto the sight and be done with it. And I still have as good as accuracy as I had before. So, you know what? I'm going to save myself $20 right there. Yeah, I know. Eventually, I'll probably get a new front leaf sight. But again, if I don't have to pay $20 out for it, I'm not going to.
I think around 8, 9 years ago, I bought a new sump pump for the basement. And that thing, and it was in the middle of a rainstorm, so I had to get it installed real quick. Well, when I took it out of the box, the little stick that held the float was broken too. So I'm going to have to drive another half hour back to the store in the middle of the night and get another one, or make it work.
Right.
So I took some JB Weld and I put that thing together, and it's still down there in the basement working. So I'm a believer.
All right.
Also, had an old lawnmower one time. This when my son was in high school, and it hadn't ran in several months. And my son knew quite a bit about small engines, so he asked if he could take it apart. I said, "Yeah, you can't break it." And so he got everything back together. He said, "Have you got a head gasket for it?" I said, "No, I don't." He said, "Well, I need something I can make a head gasket with." I said, "Well," I said, "I can give you some JB Weld." I said, "You'll probably never take it apart again, but what do I care? It's junk to me sitting out there." So I mixed him up some JB Weld. I ran that lawnmower for 3 more years before I finally junked it. Ran fine.
Hey, that works. All the head gasket does is supposed to create a seam.
Yep.
So, JB Weld would work.
Fill the gap.
You're not getting it off, though.
Probably not, but that's all right.
Oh, we've got Tardot out there. He's like, "Hi, I'm Tardot. I'm an a-hole." Yes, you are.
We have one of the
Congratulations. Guy that comments is asking, will 5.7 die out? As long as people like 5.7s and P90s, I don't think so.
Yeah, but I don't think it'll be anything more than a novelty round. Basically, because you can't get the armor penetration rounds, which are the good ones for it, and they don't make any real self-defense rounds for it.
I don't really want anything to die out.
And Rich is out there and in here. So, Rich, are you going to be agreeable tonight or disagreeable?
I don't know.
He doesn't care.
Damn it, Rich!
We gotta get him energized somehow.
Guy comments is saying, but can't you load armor piercing 5.7 in a rifle?
No. Because you can't buy the armor piercing.
Are you sure?
Yep, you can't buy the armor piercing. Armor piercing rounds you cannot buy. They've been listed as not being able to be bought because they can be put in a pistol. Therefore, and the 5.7 was originally designed for pistol use. Technically, by whoever decides these things. So, no, you can't get 5.7 for the armor piercing from a rifle because you would be able to put it in the pistol.
Well, what you could, I'm pretty sure you can get the SS-190. Yeah, you can still get. You're gonna have to load it yourself, though. You can get the bullets, but let's be honest. Who's gonna reload 5.7? Right?
Who knows?
Who knows?
Plus, while you can get 500, actual, armor piercing bullets, black tips, they cost like, $350, 500 rounds.
No, AR pistols are not
And you
considered.
have to load it yourself, so it's not worth it. So
Yeah,
if you're gonna make it yourself,
yeah, and his follow up question is: wouldn't AR pistols be considered armor piercing? No. The weapon itself isn't what's considered piercing. It's the projectile they fired that's considered armor piercing.
well, then what if they're using what M855?
M855 is not armor piercing.
It's just steel core, right?
Yeah, it's a soft steel core. It's not a hardened armor penetrating steel core.
Yeah. So. Yeah, thank God M855 isn't. Yeah, there's M855 and what's the other one that they use? Was it SS109? Isn't that the same thing? SS109/M855?
Yeah, I believe those are just the same thing. Or one, the M855 is derived from the other one.
M855 is the U.S. designation. I think the NATO designation is SS109.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that's what that is. The SS-109 round was the one that was derived for NATO use by FN, and then it was adopted by the U.S. as the M855, or was derived from one of the two. I don't remember exactly.
I think it was derived from the M855.
It's the other way around, but yeah. The SS-109 was the original round, and then the M855 was derived from that. But.
Hey, Warsaw Patriot, you got a link if you can jump in. If you can't, that's okay. But anyways, yeah, we got Alaskan AK guy out there. How's it going, dude?
Did you see that Henry officially announced that they have their new side-loading 30-30 rifle?
I'm not interested in a side-loading 30-30 rifle.
Some people are.
Guy in comment says, well, if you guys don't mind, I'm gonna go buy some depleted uranium. If you're gonna buy depleted uranium rounds, good luck. But otherwise, that's good luck. That's all I'm gonna say. Warsaw Patriot says, I can't, just got off work and gotta take care of some things. Well, that's too bad, Warsaw. We miss you. Jason Stewart's out there. How's it going, Jason? Tennessee gun guys out there. All right. Whole crew's here now. Yes, they do. Alaskan gun guy is saying, Alaskan AK guy is saying, PSA has some badass uppers with Geisley rails for sale. Yeah, they do.
Yeah, they have a decently priced 300 blackout.
Roll call 219 says the revolution has begun. I don't know what he's pertaining to. What happened?
I think he's talking about him being at NRA.
Oh, okay.
Remember, he wants to run for NRA board because I don't think he ever got his press credentials. And he's probably there now because he was leaving after, I can't remember her name. Sorry, Rogue. What she got when his fiance got work?
Bass Boy, what did you say out there? I didn't see anything. Hey, he said depends on the topic. Yes, we are one of the founding members. Yes, but I don't see you saying anything, saying a question out there, dude. I don't know if it registered. Bass Boy, put your question or comment or whatnot or topic out there again so we can see it, because I don't see it out there. So I'm not trying to be mean. I'm not trying to ignore you guys. This is usually me in the panel talking to you guys. So, you know. Okay. All right. Warsaw Patriot says that nice strike. By the way, if you want nice AK stuff, check out TDI Arms. Okay, I will check them out. Jason Stewart's dreaming of a new rifle. So am I. Alaskan AK guy says, "Hey, roll call. Been locked, locked here at NRA." Old 60 already saying, "Isn't the revolution a Bernie movement?"
I try not to think when Bernie goes to
Bass
that.
Boy 99091. It says, you just now see me at all? No, I saw you the whole time. I did mention you. If I didn't, I'm sorry. But everyone out there that's on the chat, point your heads and look at Bass Boy 99091 and let him know that he's here. Okay? Anyways.
Where's the fun in that?
Warsaw Patriot says the NRA just needs to die or change and fix its ass back where it needs to be. Yes, it does. Yes, it does. Fine 1393 says, Diet Beef Soda Zero, all the beef flavor with none of the fat. No, thank you. I'm good. You can have my share. Guitar Man Pete is out there. Hey, Guitar Man Pete, how you doing? All right. What else? The Rolling Trip says Brownells has 10 30-round PMags for $89 ship. MDX code. Ooh, nice. Gunsmith Girl 69 is out there. All right, we got some newer people in here now. All right. Guy that comment says World War III breaks out. When will we ever need to defeat soft armor other than helmets at 60 yards? That is a good question. I don't know, but when you figure that out, you let me know.
I'm sure there's going to be some people running around with it, but soft armor can be defeated by a handgun, depending on the caliber. So what difference? Oh, I don't know.
Snob's Weiss 76 is out there. You know, Snob's better half. Fine 1393 Night Strike. You saying you're good is highly debatable. No, when I'm saying I'm good, it means I don't want any of that awful soda. So you can have it all. I'll throw in a banana for you.
Banana cream soda.
Banana cream soda. There we go. That's something I try.
It's got quite a bit of a peel.
Yes.
Like orange Coke.
By the way, everyone's favorite commenter out there is here. Stevie Wonders. Seven Wonders. The Sun Snob.
7 kinky wonders. Huh?
Well, no, Kinky Speaker isn't out there yet.
It will be.
I was tempted to go and get that domain, 7kinkywonders.com.
I think somebody said it was already taken.
No, it wasn't actually.
Probably is now.
If I might say banana beef soda zero, now that's just odd. Odd, but it almost sounds good. Just get rid of the beef. We don't need beef and soda.
Man. Did Angelina hear about the 7 Kinky Wonders? If she did, it's gone.
Yeah, it probably is. Jason Stewart, my gun shop gave me a free ammo can today. MTM AC-11. I'm spoiled. Yes, you are. You are very spoiled, but congratulations. Congrats on the ammo. Or at least the can. No. Seven Wonders says, laugh out loud, I can't believe Kinky made that alias. Did he? That'd be hilarious if he did.
It's the internet. Why would you?
Yeah, he made it and popped into chat with it one day. It was hilarious.
That's great. That's great. Hilarious.
Hilarious, I tell you.
All right. Warsaw Patriot says, at Night Strike, by the way, 5 days ago, did you hear what happened on Fox News? No, I did not hear what happened on Fox News because I am really pissed off at the news these days. I don't watch the news. I get my news off the internet these days because I would rather read it than have to hear people bitch and complain about, oh, how awful Trump is. Getting pissed off at it.
He brought this up the other day. He might be referring to when U.S. troops were detained at the border on our side of the border by armed Mexican troops.
Yeah, and we mentioned this on Hidden News because somebody mentioned it, and I said, well, if they do that, then we should fire on them for trying to disarm American troops because that's an act of war.
Mm-hmm.
Rich, you do know that, right?
Yeah, I'm well aware. That's called an invasion.
Exactly. That's exactly what that fucking is. That's an invasion. A military, the military of another country crossing the border into another and disarming troops of that country is called an invasion. So send more troops down there, get some of those Mexican troops that have been doing that, disarm them, and throw them in the nearest military prison or, hell, in a terrorist prison in Guantanamo. Because, by the way, it's still open. Now, can we talk about something other than Mexicans?
How about Canadians? Let's talk about Canadians.
No, I don't want to talk about Bob.
Friday wants to know if I got a script for him. Nope. Nope.
Yes, it is an act of war. Shall not be infringed. Damn it.
Damn.
U.S. troops probably stop Mexican troops all the time. Well, if they haven't been doing it before, they sure should be doing it now. God damn it!
Yeah, they haven't been stopping them on our side of the border. They definitely need to be stopping them.
They're bringing vehicles, and on our side of the border, we disarm them, make them take everything but their underwear off, and shove them across the border. Because that's what they fucking deserve.
Part of the problem is some of those U.S. troops on our border aren't armed. Because they decided we're going to send unarmed troops down to the border, which makes a whole hell of a lot of no sense.
Whose bright-ass idea was that?
The idiots in charge, obviously. I mean, there's some unarmed troops and there's some support troops that aren't for whatever reason. And
It's all Rich's fault.
it's not my fault.
Only Rich's fault.
No, it's Yankees' fault. Yankee did it.
No, Yankees. No, Yankee. We're not talking about Yankee.
There is no Yankee.
There is no Yankee, only Zool. That's whose fault it is.
There we go. There we go. Somebody has had his Kofifi today. Yes, I have my Kofifi. Thank you. All right.
Fifi.
Yeah, I can't get out of bed without a good cup of Kofifi. The Ghost at Night Strike. This situation reminds me of the Ghost Recon game series when it comes to the situations with Mexico. Well, yeah. Well, maybe that border wall isn't such a bad thing, or at least a fence where their cars and trucks and vehicles can't drive across over. I'll put a tank barrier there. I don't care.
Just dig a big moat. Put piranhas and stuff in it.
With sharks with lasers on their head.
Sharks with freaking lasers on their
That
heads.
would be so cool.
We don't have sharks. They're endangered species. So what do we have?
Oh, there's some sharks that aren't in danger.
We have sea bass.
Do
they have lasers on their heads? Yes, sir.
We can
are they mildly ill-tempered sea bass? Yes, sir. All right, release the sea bass.
No. Just get some bull sharks.
Put some of those Asian carps in there that jump up out of the water. Those would be cool, too.
All right.
And then bull sharks aren't endangered either. They're the ones that swim up the Mississippi.
Kingpin says giant roll of caution tape. I don't think that would stop the Mexicans because they can't read English.
We could obviously buy it in Spanish.
You'd have to make it say precaution.
Precaution. There you go. Oh, that's great. That's great. All right. Cuidado. Which one is that? Which one is that again? I forget that one. Watch out. Not really. I think it's precaution. Not that I'm real big on Spanish either. I mean, we need Travis P11 here for since Spanish.
Where is P11? Oh, he'd be driving his wifey.
Kingpin says wet floor night strike. Well, okay. Wet floor. Guitar Man Pete says he's got to go. We'll see you later, Guitar Man. Thanks for jumping in and hanging out.
Scotsman, hey.
According to Google Translate, it means care. They might take that the wrong way.
They might. Yeah, remember, Spanish is not their strong suit down there. Oh, wait. No, wait. Well, it's more Mexican than it is Spanish. And what does that mean? That means if you learn Spanish here in the United States from a Spanish teacher, when you go and speak Spanish down in Mexico, you won't really have an accent, but you'll be speaking Spain type of Spanish instead of Mexican Spanish.
You saying Catalan?
So, yeah, watch out. So I've got all the parts assembled to do a video one of these days.
Finape wants to know, question for the panel, soft or hard shell tacos?
Ask taco and french fries. We'll go with whatever he says.
I prefer soft shell.
Taco and french fries and saying hard shells, and we're going to go with those.
Or you could do the hard shell inside the soft shell. With the cheese sauce between the shell and the hard shell and the soft shell. And the soft shell, when you bite into it, keeps the hard shell from just disintegrating. Am I the only one who gets annoyed by that when you bite into a hard shell taco and all of a sudden it just wants to crumble?
I don't know.
Usually if all we got is hard shell, I'll just crush them up in a bowl and make a taco salad out of it.
I like soft shelled tacos.
I like hard.
For the win. Hey, I had lunch at Taco Bell today.
All right. That guy that comments, bail for roll call. Yeah, I hope roll call does it right.
He made one comment and then disappeared, so I don't even know if he's still out there.
Warsaw Patriot says, at Night Strike, by the way, I speak a little bit of Russian. Polish. Okay, in Russian, I can say yes, no, and a couple other miscellaneous words. That's about it. Not very good with Russian. I can speak more in Spanish. Well, I wasn't going to come out and say it like that, Scotsman, but yes, I can swear in Russian too.
Ben Farrell tries to swear at Russian, but he forgets people can get programs that'll translate things, and then it ends up getting them timed out.
All he's doing is playing with Google Translate anyway.
Mm-hmm.
It's pretty easy to use Google Translate to translate what he says.
Oh, I know. He seems to forget if he can do it, other people can do it too.
Yeah, Scotsman, of course. You can curse in Scottish, English, and American. He's going to give me shit for that, but you know what? Yeah. No guy that comments, we're not going to say that. Shame on you.
But you know what you were saying about Spanish. Applies to English as well. I mean, there's people on the West Coast, there's people in the Deep South, there's Northerners. They're all speaking the base language of English, but it's completely different parts of the country. And then you go to British English, that's completely different yet. So, yeah, just because you can speak the language doesn't mean it's going to be the same as the people you speak to.
Yeah, because there's always slang and dialect and all that crap. So, anyways, yes, Warsaw, I know what it means. Thank you. I'm not going to say it on my channel. Oh my God. What am I going to do with those two?
Don't know, little froggy.
Anyway. Old 60 Armory says at Night Strike, every time you say shall not be infringed, is that like being an onomatopoeia? I thought every time I said shall not be infringed, an angel gets its wings. But is that not it? Or is it that someone buys a gun? I'm not sure. It's one of those two.
Could be both.
I don't know who it is, but Kingpin's accusing somebody of Russian collusion.
There will be no Russian collusion in my chat because it doesn't exist.
Never was. Fake news. So did everybody watch the Donald speech at the NRA convention?
Nope.
I did not either. I read an article about it that summarized it, but
I didn't even do that. Was there anything interesting or just a normal nonsensical?
Was it just a bunch of more lying, saying, "Oh, I'm not gonna give up any rights whatsoever. It's gonna be great."
Pretty much.
It's going to be huge.
Gonna be great. We're helping to protect your firearms. We're making America great again.
Yeah, right. It'll be so great, so huge. Stop looking at my hands.
Kingpin said the Second Amendment is protected under Trump. Again.
Right. Since when? And for anyone that says there's Russian collusion, I leave you with this picture.
We don't need Russians screwing up our country. The Americans are doing just a fine job of doing it.
Well, not even the Americans, the Democrats, because I wouldn't really call them Americans in the first place.
Some of the Republicans ain't exactly.
No, they're not.
Either.
They're not. But I'd still rather have most of the Republicans over any of the Democrats any day of the week.
We as voters need to get about 3/4 of the people we have elected to office the hell out of office and get somebody else in there.
Yeah, I'm a member of the GOA and I'm a member of the 2A Foundation. I'm good. I don't need to be a member of the NRA, and I do not want an NRA membership.
Yeah, and you know what's really funny about the whole Russian collusion thing? You got the Democrats pounding this and kicking this dead horse repeatedly and not that dead horse. That's a totally different dead horse. And yet, Dianne Feinstein had a Chinese spy as her chauffeur for 20 years, and nobody on the left gave a damn.
But you know what we need to do? Next time a Democrat gets elected, they're colluding with North Korea. North Korea affected the elections. We have to make it so it needs to be even more ridiculous than last time, and we need to stay on it and make it even more ridiculous because apparently that's what we have to do. At Night Strike, what about the Firearms Policy Coalition? Yes, I'm a member of them too. I did give them money. You thank you for reminding me. I'm pretty sure they proved Russian collusion by the Democrats. Possibly.
Quite possibly.
You mean Hillary selling how much uranium to Russia?
Russia? No, it was China.
No, it was Russia.
Right. Bill sold military. Bill sold, nuclear weapons to China. Never mind. That was during the 90s.
And the Uranium One deal that nobody wants to talk about.
Yeah. Let's be honest. It was the Polish, not the Russians. Well, I don't think. Well, Scotsman only in the sense that everything stolen winds up in Poland. That's the only way that happens. If the Polish stole the elections, then you'll find the election results in Poland. Well, Calaveras 32 special. If you're gonna make jokes like that, then I need to go and pull out your membership card for the Dianne Feinstein, fan club of California. Yeah, not so funny now, is it? So, guy in that comment says I voted for Dianne Feinstein. Yeah, sure you did. All right. I think we're going to end it here. We've been going for like half an hour. Remember, the Friday night strike can last half an hour or an hour, depending on how I feel. Tonight, I'm not feeling like being around when everybody just commented. And they're not actually coming up with topics for me. So, I don't have any questions or anything. It's just, tonight I'm a little... How can the guy running against Feinstein be worse than Feinstein? I don't understand that. What, was Ruth Bader Ginsburg running?
She a guy?
Well, depending on how you squint.
We'll let you take the bullet on that one and find out for us, Gary.
No.
She's about your age, right? All right, guys. I wanted to mention this earlier. I didn't get a chance to, but I have all the parts that I'm going to give away for the video that I'm going to do. It's the I'm setting up to do the 1,000 subscriber video giveaway. So I'll probably get that video done one of these days, whenever I have time. Yeah. Spoilers. It's a lower build kit for an AR-15. I got all the parts in. So, there you go. Check that video out. So, again, we'll see you guys next time. So, take it easy and shut up, infringed!
Give him the bird.
Rich, what's your tagline?
Bye-bye. And no keeping in cold box.
Auf Wiedersehen.
Bye, Felicia. Adios, Felicia.
Yeah, I was going to say, are we going to do P11 since he didn't show up?
Adios, Felicia. And,
Yeah. Aloha.
Are you coming or going, Gary?
So,
yeah, it could be either one with that.
It's Gizzard Gary. We're giving him the benefit of the doubt. But again, yep, we're done. We'll see you guys. We'll see you guys next week. Take it easy.
Bye.
Give him the bird.
Yeah, do that.
Bird is the word. Surfer bird.